home games, and we'll open it up for questions.
Yeah, well, we have obviously a little bit of a break here, not too much, but with a couple extra days to get ready for a good 2-game homestand. Iowa coming in is as good as advertised. I mean, they have a great 1-2 punch inside with Garza and Cook, and they also have tremendous shooting and depth, and one of the best offensive teams that we'll see all season. And mixing up their defenses and whatnot will give us some different looks, and that's our concern coming in, is obviously being able to withstand their inside punch and their push, and obviously take care of the basketball and continue to try to become a better offensive team. And then we'll finish up on the weekend obviously with Ohio State, who's having an excellent season as well. And being back at home hopefully should give us a little bit more confidence coming off the weekend.
Michigan had a bit of trouble with Iowa zone when Iowa went zone with them. Talk about what you see there and how you hope to maybe address it. Well,
they'll extend their defenses after free throws and makes, 3/4 court, which slows you down. And then obviously when they drop back, you're going to have to recognize the sort of zone that they're playing, whether it's traditional, whether it's more of an odd front matchup. And sometimes they'll even drop back man-to-man. So, they can keep you off balance a little bit with that, and they take away the rhythm. And they've done a really nice job with that over the course of the season. And they put their guys in a really good situation, I think, at times to be big. And they play really a lot of size as well. So without question, it's definitely a concern. And they're changing defense. They're extending defenses. One of the few teams in the league that will really give you that look.
Juwan going to play?
As far as I know, yeah. I mean, he's been back in practice here the last couple of days and doesn't see any setbacks. I think we avoided maybe a bigger problem. Again, being on that shoulder, I think he was really scared at the time. He's had some incidents there, but I think as it got calmed down and he got home and got some therapy and some treatment, he's feeling good and he hasn't missed practice.
Justin was a guy, obviously, statistically had a nice game Saturday, but watching it back, it also felt like he was talking a lot, being active and vocal in huddles and things like that. I know obviously you've had to ask some younger guys to step into leadership roles this year because of injuries. Has he maybe started answering that bell a little bit more?
He did a really nice job against Michigan State. He was really engaged defensively. He made a lot of plays, awareness plays off the ball. He communicated in transition quite a bit, being able to help not only Jake at times or Juwan at times or even Duran at times, to be able to get them organized and get them matched up with him and how they were doing things. Offensively, he did a really good job creating action. He got assists without being in the stat sheet with some great screens, and he made some really timely plays. Just all in all, he played really hard.
Going off that leadership point, how far has Al come this year in his communication?
Al's like I said, he's an everyday guy. He's intelligent. He's there every day. He's got the right mentality as a teammate. He's playing a big role right now just due to all the constant change and turnover. And he's a guy that, quite frankly, we fired him in there in a lot of different roles, but he's playing extended minutes. He's got to continue to be a guy that can stretch the defense for us. I thought he did a really nice job against Michigan State at times, driving the ball to pass. A few times he got some guys some good looks. But in general, he's about the right things, and he continues to work really hard.
After the Michigan State game, you said some clarity had been brought to leadership on the team. Any way you can expand on that?
It's just you got to do your job. You don't have the luxury of being, whether you're an upperclassman or regardless of your status and age, you have to do your job. And I think the clarity of that is you can't have a team that's emotionless in terms of the way that they approach one another, regardless of how the game is going with the ups and the downs. You can't show body language or show a team that just, quite frankly, is not, pulling together. And I think we were very hard on our guys in terms of that just coming in. But I think after the Rutgers game, it was really evident to them as we watched film. And you just take a look at the huddles and what's going on a foul call. It's just guys, quite frankly, worrying about the wrong things, not the next play. I thought against Michigan State, we were much more engaged with one another.
I thought in terms of teamwork, too, that the defensive rotations were better against Michigan State. You had people taking away the lane from the help side when they needed to, that kind of thing.
Yeah, we were aware. We really focused in on obviously how important it was to get back. And I think the other thing was obviously dealing with their inside attack, how good they are. I don't think we did a great job of being able to defend the post, but we also did a pretty good job, I thought, covering, whether we were trapping or whether we were crowding. There was a lot more activity, and we defensive rebounded the ball as a unit, not just one or two guys. We did it as a group, by committee, and throughout the game. But we were definitely engaged in the game. We were ready to play, and a lot of it just came to it just in terms of our preparation. Our practices leading into the game were very good. And I thought, for a time being there, we played pretty hard defensively.
What's made the Luka Garza kid better as a sophomore? He's been really
His natural progression. He was a very good freshman in the months of February and March, so you saw him really improve. Coach McCaffrey and those guys do a tremendous job with their big guys in terms of them running and being physical, so you could see him grow up at the end of last year. Natural progression, most likely experience. He played a lot as a freshman, now he's a sophomore, but he's a really good offensive player. They do a great job of being able to pound the ball inside. They force you to run. He's got tremendous size, and he's got a really, really good game in terms of being able to score around the basket and also bring you away from the basket at times. So, to me, he's one of the most improved players in the league.
Personality-wise or confidence-wise, does anything look different about this group in the last 3 days?
I mean, a win does a lot, especially through the month of January, as we obviously didn't play very well, and we didn't have a whole lot of spunk, so to speak, at the end of the month. But a win can do a lot for confidence, more so than anything. And I think our guys have practiced the right ways, coming back off the weekend trip, and we've moved on.
Joanna said, after a pretty brutal stretch through January, you only played twice basically in 2 weeks here, these 2 home games. Is this an opportunity for a guy like Zach, a guy like Race,
a
guy like Duran maybe to get not just health but conditioning up?
Yeah, without question. That's been a big deal for us all year, is to be able to have some time to work with them and get the guys that aren't either feeling well or need rest. So we're in a unique situation here. We are going to have some time, but Race clearly is making his move back to practice. He's doing well. Zach is still out, not practicing right now. I'm not sure how that will go into the following week, but he won't be available this weekend for sure. And just getting some guys off the normal. You travel that much, it's inevitable guys will get sick. You'll have some guys in and out, so this is a time where hopefully we can, continue to recover and play with as many bodies as we've had.
Seemed like you're able to get some useful minutes out of Jake up there. How much has he progressed in recent weeks?
He's doing a nice job. He's chomping at the bit to play. He's an eager kid. He's getting out there for the first time, and I think he's trying to do what we're asking him to do. He's playing hard through inexperience, which he needs to get out there and play. We need other guys, and you never know. At this point in time, what we'll be able to do with Race and Cliff is being able to work those guys in as well, coming in. And we just, to be honest with you, he's like everyone else. You're searching for answers, and when you get an opportunity, hopefully you can take advantage of it. Thought he did a pretty decent job.
This is kind of a weird question, but you guys are like top 5 in the country in opponent free throw percentage, and obviously Michigan State's number, 8 of 22 is low for anybody. And I know that you're not just intentionally fouling guys, but is this a team that's smart about like who to foul, where to foul?
I don't think a whole lot has went into that. Yeah. We've been a pretty good team. Just in general, trying to play hard without fouling, trying to keep guys off the line, and maybe here recently, especially the Michigan State game, and just their inside guys, really put it on us a little bit. They got to the line. They didn't make them, for their, it just happens sometimes. But they have free throw defense practice. We haven't been trying that.
All right, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.